Hello, I'm Mike Tenney, host of Pop Culture Catechism, and this is Awaken the Word, a reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. The apostles said to the Lord, "Increase our faith." The Lord replied, "If you had faith the size of a mustard seed, you could say to this mulberry tree, 'Be uprooted and planted in the sea,' and it would obey you. Who among you would say to your slave who has just come in from plowing or tending sheep in the field, 'Come here at once and take your place at the table'? Would you not rather say to him, 'Prepare supper for me, put on your apron and serve me while I eat and drink? Later you may eat and drink'? Do you thank the slave for doing what was commanded? So you also, when you have done all that you were ordered to do, say, 'We are worthless slaves. We have done only what we ought to have done.'" Okay, so this is a weird one today. The apostles go to Jesus and say, "Increase our faith." And he doesn't really answer them directly. He says, "Oh, if you did have faith the size of a mustard seed, if you just had a little bit of faith, you could tell this great big tree to just get up and go into the tree and it would do it." And it doesn't really seem like Jesus is saying, "Oh yeah, I'll increase your faith." And then he tells them this story saying, well, if you had a servant or a slave and they came in, would you thank them? Would you put them at the head of the table? No, you expect them to serve you and just do what they're supposed to do. So this seems like a really weird response to saying to Jesus, "Increase our faith." A couple things help us unpack this. First, we often hear the word faith and we think it means like how strongly I believe something in my mind and how little I doubt it. And that is not what faith means. Faith means I am going to continue being faithful. I'm going to do the things I'm supposed to do, even if I don't understand, even if it's hard. That's what being faithful is. And so Jesus says, look, you don't need more faith because all you need is this much faith. You only need a little bit of faith. And this is what it looks like. It looks like serving your master every day in the little things. Serve God. And you're not always going to get a reward. At the end every day, you're not going to get a miracle. Maybe a few times in your life, you're going to have these big moments where it's like, oh my gosh, God really showed up. You know, maybe sometimes in prayer, you're going to get some consolation, or you're reading the Bible and you're going to get this great insight. But that's not what most of the time it's like. Most of the time, the life of faith is daily choosing to do the small mustard seed sized task that God has given us to love our neighbor as ourselves. It's not easy, but it's simple. If we do those things every day, not looking for the reward every day, not looking for the miracle every day, not looking for the breakthrough and the consolation all the time, that is the life of faith. And that sort of faith, lived day after day, that's what rips up trees and throws them into the sea. If we want to see those huge things happen in our life, it happens through daily acts of faithfulness to God. And that's what faith the size of a mustard seed looks like. By his grace, may we live it today.